Okay, so like I said, I took that to a belt sander, just sanded a flat on it. I took it a little bit deeper than I would have preferred, mostly because I had a groove cut down into it for whatever reason. There's a lot of in play in this particular gearbox compared to the older ones, which are very, very little. So while I've already got it out, instead of putting the whole thing together and it's still making the noise and have to take it right back out, I'm gonna go ahead and pull this gearbox apart and do a little bit of exploratory inspections here inside of it. It's only 3 screws and a plate and a circular case, so it's not like it's gonna take hours on hours to figure out. All of those are tight. Now, like I said, I'm going to clean up and do some, just lube everything up really, really nicely on the jack screw, that slider plate, inside these dog bone couplers and stuff. So in order to do that, I'm just going to get some Q-tips, quite a few of them, and it's just going to be a matter of get in there and wipe up a lot of excess grease and dirt. Alright, so like I said, I want to make sure I've got the hole for the dog bone coupler, the set screw, centered over the flat spot of the shaft, which is pretty close. And I want to make sure that the dog bone has got good penetration into each of the couplers, but I don't want it bottomed out. Right now it's completely bottomed out. So if I would have slid it back to where they had it, it's pretty obvious that they did not have it on the flat spot. So now that I've slid the motor side coupler back, that's where it needs to be. We'll Loctite and install that set screw, and then the gear can go back in the airplane. Unless this coupler strips out like the one on the other gear did, and then I get to take all this back apart so I can re-tap and put a bigger set screw in. But I think we're good. Cool. Alright, let me clean up my mess just a little bit right here. Put a couple tools up that I don't need, and we'll get back and we'll install this thing. Alright folks, so there is that retract installed. Like I said, it was just making one heck of a noise when it would first start moving. My guess it's that set screw that was twisting on that shaft. I got a little heavy-handed back here, unfortunately, and popped one of these bulkheads loose. it won't be too much work. All you get in there with a little bit of CA and put in there, and it'll be good to go. But let's see if that noise is gone now. Oh, that sounds way better already. All right, let's go up and see how it sounds. Now that the other one's all the way up. Perfect. Every now and then you get an easy job. So that noise is gone. The left side's working, the right side's working without any funky racket. So other than fixing that one little thing that I messed up just now, the B29 is basically done. Like I think I've said it before in other videos, there's two very minor things that need to be done. Balancing, which I am not actually, for me, I'm happy with where it is and where it balances right now, because like I said in another video, the center of gravity is only 1/4 inch in front of the main landing gear axle. So as long as it's not falling on its tail, it's nose heavy. That's the easiest way to put it. So yeah, there's that, which that's going to really just be kind of for the weighing purposes and knowing where it's at, so we can kind of fine tune stuff, maybe move some things around as we do the flight test program. But besides that, it's just a matter of plugging up each individual telemetry sensor for the RPM as we have it put together, starting with number 1, then number 2, then number 3, and number 4, and then letting the transmitter find all that information, so they're actually labeled 1, 2, 3, 4 with the engines in the transmitter. So we're not doing like, we don't have to remember something like number 4 module is actually number 2 engine or something weird like that. So I'm going to get that little area fixed. That I want to just reglue that, put the gear back down. The sequencing is done. I added about a second of time to allow that left gear to come up all the way before the doors start closing. As it was without any changes, the doors would start closing about the time the tire was halfway up the door, so they would kind of catch up to the gear almost the exact same time the gear stopped, the doors closed. So it's just a little too much, a little too close for comfort for me. So yeah, that's it. That's the B29. Like I said, 2 propellers is really the only thing we are waiting on, and we got that black thing back there, which we'll talk about in another video here later on. So until next time, y'all have a great one.